Bloody hell, everyone, it's only the Premier League special of Chattin Bullocks. Ain't that brilliant? Lovely to have the usual fellas on the show today again. How are we doing, chaps? What game are we going to kick off with?
Well, I reckon just start with the first few that kicked off the Premier League's return.
Let's have a think. Shall we talk about that nightmare at Sheffield Villa, Sheffield, wherever way around it was?
Well, the first game, that was
let's have a little chat about that.
That atrocious decision.
The goal line technology.
Oh, that was awful, wasn't it? Blimey.
So, a bit of background on the goal line technology. They also do the same thing for cricket and tennis. It's the same company that do that. So, and I read the other day that they've done over 9,000 games with the goal line technology system.
Yeah.
And that is the first time it's gone wrong.
Which isn't bad.
Now, yeah, obviously that's going to happen, but I think in that sort of situation, you should be able to overrule the referee. The referee is not the be-all and end-all of the game, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I think you should be able to
The referee, I'm not being
like
funny, the referee and the assistant referee there, bear in mind how close they both are to that, one of them, at least, should say, actually, in the naked eye, you can see very clearly that he is over that line, and so is the ball.
Yeah.
So why in that situation
I don't care if his watch didn't go off or anything. That was a goal. You give that as a goal. That went past the thing. That's a goal.
VAR have come out and they've gone, actually, we're not going to interfere with that. Well, why the hell not? If it's a goal, it's a goal.
Are they not actually allowed to interfere with
I don't understand that, because
one of the things they're not allowed to do.
That's a goal. You can't...
Yeah, but they should be allowed for that.
They should, but and you can't exactly blame was it Atkinson was the...
I think it was.
It was Mike Oliver.
Yeah.
Was it Mike Oliver? All right. You can't blame him for anything. Like, it's not his fault, because he's only doing what
he is so used to relying on the technology. But at the same time,
he has to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And for VAR, the point of bringing VAR in was to take away the lottery aspect.
Yeah,
of
definitely.
Being a ref, but otherwise he'd be guessing. He wouldn't be too sure. VAR will go in there with certainty, and so would goal line technology, and they would go actually over the line, bang.
With goal line technology, it's not just one camera either. There's over 5 cameras, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're all pinpointing to the goal as well.
Yeah, exactly. But if there's over 5 cameras, surely one of them would have picked up that it was over the line. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, apparently there was all covered something, but that's mental. That was a goal. I think they should have overruled that, but obviously they can't now. So yeah, there weren't much else in that match. I didn't think there wasn't.
That was it.
No, Sheffield only had one shot on target.
Yeah.
The whole game.
Oh yeah, it says that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rubbish game, I have to say.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad.
What was the next one? It was
City.
It was the tragedy of
Do you want to talk about that one, fellas?
Nightmare of a game.
He may as well.
David Luiz, what is he doing? I don't think he should be anywhere near the centre-back spot. Stick him in centre defensive midfielder.
First 25 minutes, Arteta absolutely got it right. First 25 minutes,
they look
we were
good
doing well. Who came on in the 25th minute? Bloody David Luiz.
He's crap,
we absolutely flopped.
I just think he is a good player when he thinks about what he was doing. Like when he was at Chelsea, when he played in more of a midfield role, he was a better player. But you cannot have
he can't play centre back, that bloke.
Mustafi and whoever else.
The thing is, Mustafi didn't do anything
genuinely
wrong.
He made Mustafi look world class.
No, Mustafi didn't even do anything wrong in that game.
But
Mustafi's vastly improved, isn't he? He was bollocks.
Why he would make a challenge like that?
No, stupid challenge. He did that before with Salah, didn't he?
The bloody defending as well. He kneed it into the sky. Like, what is he doing?
I know, yeah.
Anyone could have done better than that.
Imagine having De Gea in goal, David Luiz, and Harry Maguire as a centre back.
Oh
in goal.
Oh God! What does that bring us on to? Bloody
Tottenham Man United quite nicely, because I have to say, Roy Keane was going fuming at half time, and I have to say I can understand it, because it's an absolute joke. Well, David De Gea is one of the best. He's rated as one of the best keepers in the world.
Not anymore. He shouldn't be. He hasn't been good since about the World Cup. I'd say 2018.
Yeah, I have to agree.
He completely dropped on after then. Honestly, now Bergwijn. How would you say his name? I don't know, but that was a beautiful run. It was a nice goal, but it was a beautiful goal. But David De Gea could have saved that easy.
Well, it wasn't a beautiful goal because it was shot right at the bloody keeper. He just missed it.
But but
true.
the run was nice. But then again, he didn't have anything to deal with because once again, another crap
player.
Harry
who
Maguire.
did Fred did very well to track back because Fred ran past about 3 or 4 Man United players to get there. Unfortunately, he got there, and then Harry Maguire got in his way, so he couldn't make the challenge.
Harry Maguire stumbled about like a drunken man because he's a shambolic centre back who should be nowhere near an £80 million prize fee.
He does not deserve the
It makes you think.
Defensive defender, does he? He does
it
not
makes you
deserve
think.
That title.
Who is going to be a centre back at the Euros next year?
Exactly.
Because I'm not having Harry Maguire.
I'd rather have Tyrone Mings in at this point.
So would I. I genuinely believe that I'm a better centre back than Harry Maguire.
Well, I'd have to agree.
Genuinely, I actually think I'm a better centre back than him.
Because he just doesn't. Oh, I just don't get it. He was good. Everyone gassed him up after the World Cup because he was sick in the World Cup. Give him credit. He had a good World
Sweden? Like, honestly, it's not hard to defend against Sweden, is it?
No, and who have they got up front? Like
we didn't play anyone in the World Cup. Let's be honest. We played Panama, Tunisia. Who did we actually play?
The first good team we come up against, we lost. Right, that's the way to look at it.
Now they've got
and Colombia. When we played Colombia, and we only just scraped them on penalties. They didn't have James Rodriguez, did they?
No, they've got here for the Man U match. Fernandes is the man of the match. What did he do? Score?
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Why is it?
Fair,
I think they're just giving him the man of the match for fun now.
I think Bruno Fernandes' performance was quite underrated in that he is a very,
very
good player.
But I do think as a footballer,
he's an amazing footballer. He's an amazing footballer. You got to give him that. But
he's a brilliant footballer. But he's been
that's
so
like
hyped
the fifth
up
man of the
by
match award in a row. Like
fans.
I don't really get that.
He created a lot of chances for Man United. He was sort of the one that was picking up the ball, passing. He's going forwards a lot, which I like because at the minute you're seeing is players getting the ball and going back. He caught the ball and he went forward.
Did you see Pogba's half volley pass?
Oh yeah.
Pogba again. I think
he did well.
I think Pogba's passed it. Personally.
I think personally, Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba together as a midfield in the midfield of Man United will make them a very, very good midfield.
I think the problem with Pogba definitely is that he's bigger than the club.
Yeah, I think he's struggling to fit in, and he needs to be given more of a chance. I think by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because
he's a tin pot manager.
I just don't think they're going to go anywhere with Ole. I don't think they're going to go.
No, I don't. I think the best midfield for them would be to put a 3 in midfield of Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, and Fred, and then you can have Rashford. You can have Lukaku.
Rashford played appalling, didn't
he? Hang
on a minute. He's at
Lukaku's at Inter Milan. He's a different country.
Did you say Lukaku?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Who's their other striker?
Martial, maybe.
Martial. Right, Rashford, Martial, and one other. So McTominay.
And bloody, you got Greenwood.
Yeah.
Igalo. You can whack Igalo on.
As you can all tell, we really know what we're talking about here.
But I chat so much bollocks about football, but I think Solskjaer is a lovely bloke, but he is a PE teacher and manager. He's got no idea what he's doing.
I saw something the other day, and it was like comparing Arteta, Lampard, and Solskjaer as the as beginner managers, but he's been a manager for about 20 years.
Where has he managed though? Like Norway. Like,
it's
he's that bloke as a PE teacher. He's a poor manager.
He's probably a part-time PE teacher when he was in Norway.
Now it says here that Man U had 60% of possession, above 60% of possession, which is mental. So to get a draw with 60% possession is quite poor. Now they've done well on shots on target.
But you have to bear in mind as well how shocking they were in the first half.
Mm.
So second half,
to play that poorly and to dominate that much. It just shows that Spurs are also a poor club. That to get a draw out of that game was.
Well, we know Spurs are a poor club.
Well, that's obvious.
And we know as well. The Man United goal was a penalty. They were given a second one that was scrapped off because. But that wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. It was a bad decision. But the Man United can't score a goal unless it's for a penalty. In a game like that, where they had 60% possession, that's concerning. If I'm a manager of Man United,
that's why Harry Kane needs to move. I would respect Harry Kane if he moved clubs because I think he's bigger than Tottenham.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Let's move on.
Let's
go to the South Coast. Saturday the 20th of June, Brighton Hove Albion versus Arsenal. A lot of controversy.
Brilliant.
Controversy.
Right.
Remind me the
Obviously,
score,
me and
Arsenal
Tom
fans.
as Arsenal supporters. Pepe's goal, absolutely world class.
That was a peach of a strike.
Give it that as a good goal.
It was a beautiful strike.
Speaking of good goals, Speaking of good goals, Watford Leicester. That was the game before. We'll just very quickly talk about that. The lunchtime kickoff.
Blood, yeah, both of them goals were absolutely magnificent, weren't they?
Beautiful.
Over 90 minutes. Ben Chilwell's strike was absolutely superb,
and it made up for his bollocks performance beforehand. So,
and Craig Dawson.
Craig Dawson.
With his overhead kick.
He's a centre. I've never actually heard of him before.
It's his first goal
let's
ever
see how
for
old
Watford.
he is. He is 30. He's 30 years old. That was a beautiful.
And that's his first goal.
First goal. What?
I think it's for first goal for Watford.
First goal for Watford.
13 Premier League goals he's got.
That was in the 95th minute as well.
That was a nice.
Right. Anyway, back to Brighton.
Right. Yeah. As we said, great. Pepe didn't do much in the game, but up until that point, he was that. You did not give him any respect for that goal. Like that is absolutely amazing.
The thing is, he got drowned out by the bollocks that we performed.
Yeah, definitely. If we won that game 1-0, obviously everyone would be loving him, and everyone is
getting trampled again under another crap performance from the Gunners.
But then again, everyone is saying that Pepe is massively overrated. Arsenal fans are overrating him, but other teams fans are underrating him. I think because he's got in his first season. He's had 3 managers this season. It's his first season outside of France. He's had 16 goals and assists.
And France is
That's
the
not bad.
league, let's be honest. So you can't
No,
expect
16
that much
goals and assists in his first season under 3 managers.
Yeah.
That's not bad, in my opinion.
Very good. What do you two reckon of the Leno situation?
He's out for
about a year, apparently.
He's done his ACL, hasn't he? So
yeah, about a year out.
I wonder if we'll be allowed a emergency.
I've seen that we're trying to get bloody Joe Hart on.
They're taking the mick. He's rubbish. He's
but we're trying
rubbish.
to get him on a free just so we don't have to pay for another goalkeeper.
Martinez is better than him.
Yeah, but he'd probably start on the bench, Tom.
Yeah, Martinez.
He better. In fact, he didn't he better.
What did you think about the actual incident itself, though? Do you think he meant to do it?
No, I don't think he meant to do it.
No.
You can't blame that. You can understand Leno's frustration in trying to blame him because obviously he's out for about a year.
Yeah.
That's a year. A year of a footballer's career is a long time.
And that kind of challenge on the keeper happens more than 5 times a game. You give a keeper a little nudge to try and win the ball. Everyone does that. Anybody with any striker's experience will know that that's what you do when you play up front. That's not intentional. But he has no.
It's just unfortunate the way he landed. And then at the end, the big talking point, the kickoff at the end.
Well, first of all, the first goal, Lewis dunk, 7 minutes after Pepe scored, we just completely switched off at the corner.
Yeah.
We just completely switched off. Cool. No one even. That's where we're lacking captains. Everyone's switching off.
Yeah, make me the captain.
You need people in there telling everyone not to switch off.
Well, what have we got as well? We've got West Ham Wolves.
Hang on. We're
not finishing this game yet.
Are we still going to win bloody Arsenal? I don't want to think about that.
We haven't got to the winner yet.
Let's talk about we've got the winner in the 95th minute, and then we've got the big fight at the end, which I'm amazed no one got sent off for.
Yeah, I love that. I enjoyed that.
I know Martin Atkinson, the referee for that, had to write a report.
Guendouzi is the only person with balls in that Arsenal team.
Published today.
What about when he was having a little chat with Sayad? He was bricking it. That moment.
Yeah. No. The only people Sayad's got massive balls, but bloody Guendouzi is the only person that will step up other than Kolasinac.
Yeah, well, he might be getting a ban. Did you know that?
No. They've cancelled it.
He barely touched him. He's a little. What so Mope?
I thought his report wasn't being published yet. I thought the referees had to publish it.
They've released it today. They've said that the FA have said that because VAR reviewed it after the game, they're not going to take any more steps towards it.
That's fair enough. Moving on, West Ham Wolves was rubbish. It was a good volley. I know that.
Neto, that goal was magnificent.
Yeah.
I thought
the difference in that game was.
Oh, was that the half volley?
Yeah, no, the volley.
That was beautiful.
But that cross from Traore made all the difference.
The difference was him coming on just after half time. That's what made the difference.
Absolutely on a plate for Jimenez. Beautiful header. Although anyone would have scored it, I think the delivery on that cross was magnificent.
That was harder to miss than score, I think.
Yeah. You'd have a job missing that shot, but that just shows how good Traore is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's got a lot better this season, hasn't he? Last season you didn't see much of him, but this season he has absolutely smashed it.
And then moving on, there wasn't a lot else in that game. Bournemouth Palace. Only thing I can think of in that game
free kick
was the possible red card for Gary Cahill.
I didn't see that personally. I watched bits of the game.
We'll talk about the free kick first.
The free kick was a peach, wasn't it?
The free kick was beautiful.
Yeah, I can
Remind
do
me
that.
of Xhaka's one against was that against Palace as well? Xhaka's free kick last season.
Yeah, I think it was. What, the one where it went top left?
Yeah, and the keeper gets tipped in. It was the same spot on the goal.
Reminded me of my one at Wednesday night training at Chelsea. Top bins, man.
Also, Palace. That whole game, there was only 3 shots on target.
Blimey.
1 for Bournemouth, 2 for Crystal Palace.
I reckon it's controversial. I reckon Palace will get Europa League.
You think?
Yep.
No, I don't know.
I think that's too tight a race.
Looking at the rest of the table, right? If you're having a little,
let's take a look at that.
You've got Man United in 5th, who will secure 1 spot. Behind them is Wolves. They're on the same amount of points. And when we're speaking about this, it's 46. Palace are on 42, which is only 4 points
and
off.
they need, is it 7th? They need to clinch a definite spot, isn't it?
It's 6th. It's 5th and 6th that do.
No, because
City. No, but Man City are going to get banned, aren't they? It will drop them down.
If you look at Wolves' fixtures for the rest of the season, you're looking.
But I don't think Sheffield will drop out of 7th. Personally.
Yeah, but you see they lost against Newcastle 3-0.
There is that, and I think...
They're now short of a centre-back as well because their bloke got sent off.
Now, Palace have got very odd fixtures.
Who they got?
They've got Liverpool, Leicester, Chelsea, Man United, Wolves and Spurs.
They are odd games. Yeah, I don't see them picking up a few points.
Their only easy games out of them are... They've got Aston Villa and Burnley.
You do look at United, Wolves, Sheffield, Spurs, who are ahead of them. Spurs are not going to go in. I don't think they'll get it.
I don't think Spurs will get
points.
It, no.
It will be Palace because they are, at the minute, they're a better side than Spurs.
Yeah.
Who I don't think played particularly well against Manchester United.
No.
They did all right. I just don't think it's, they weren't good enough to get themselves European qualification. Sheffield, again, they were poor, but, I think every team's not been at their best because of the first game back. They're not used to it. Wolves and United, it wouldn't surprise me if they don't secure European football.
No, same.
Because you cannot secure European football with a donkey in goal, a donkey at centre-back.
Yeah.
And a midfield that
let's face it, that
midfield
has no charisma in that midfield. There's no charisma in the midfield whatsoever.
Yeah. I've got more coordination than Blue David De Gea. And I've got one leg, half a hand.
I've put in better goalkeeping performances than that one.
Yeah, definitely.
It was shocking. Bear in mind how much he gets paid. He should be saving that.
Yeah. One more thing about the Bournemouth match. They debuted their new kit, which I think is horrific.
Who?
Bournemouth debuted their new kit, didn't they? Against Palace.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Which I think looks horrendous, personally.
It wouldn't be my first choice. Bear in mind, it's always been the same sort of style.
Yeah.
I don't think you can't change modern. Black and red stripes, really. Did that at Coggeshall and no one really liked the kit, so...
They're trying to make it fade out. It just looks stupid.
I don't think... fades never look very good on football kits.
No, it looks good in your hair, though.
Can we quickly talk about how West Ham are going to get relegated?
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
Yeah.
Right, shall we check West Ham's fixtures out? Because I reckon they haven't got an easy run in either. I think.
Right, let's have a little look, shall we?
They've got Spurs Tuesday, then they've got
Chelsea.
Then they've got Chelsea. Then they've got Newcastle. That'll be all right. Then they've got Burnley.
That's brilliant.
Mind you, Newcastle just beat Sheffield 3-0.
No, they're not going to beat. They're not going to beat Spurs. They're not going to beat Chelsea. They're not going to beat Newcastle. They
Man
might
United.
They might get a draw out of Norwich. They're not going to beat Watford
as well.
They won't beat Man United.
A good game will be Norwich versus West Ham. Bottom of the table clash.
Yeah.
Previous results are saying...
You would not think you'd be saying that.
The last two results have been a 2-0 to West Ham, which was in August, and the 2 results before that was 2-2 draws. So they've played 11 against each other. West Ham have 1-3, Norwich have 1-2. I reckon that will be a winner. There'll be a winner. I don't think it'll be a draw. Bear in mind how much it will mean to them both. For them to get 3 points, it will take them out of the relegation zone.
I think they could see a draw in that game.
Who do you think then? Let's have a little chat while we're on the relegation zone. What 3 teams do you see going down?
Norwich and Villa are staying, in my opinion.
Norwich and Villa are staying in the Premier League.
No, are staying in the relegation zone. They're staying where they're staying put. They're going down.
I reckon
so
it's
we're
going to be
looking at
Norwich. I want it to be Norwich, Villa, and West Ham.
I don't see Watford going down at this point.
And neither do I.
Well, that's the thing. The 5 teams that are still in the 20s is Norwich, Villa, Bournemouth, West Ham, and Watford.
Yeah.
Next team to that is Brighton, who are on 32. Then there's a big jump to Southampton on 37. So realistically, between Norwich and Brighton, they're the only teams that will go down. I reckon Bournemouth will go because they've lost. I think Eddie Howe's struggling a little bit. He's been all right. I do think he's starting to struggle.
Yeah.
I think West Ham will. It's very for West Ham. They'll either pick up and they'll start going again. But I think for West Ham, they've got 60,000 fans at the London Stadium, however many they can fit in there. That is what they rely on. If they haven't got that, they're going to struggle because they've got no good players other than a half decent goalkeeper.
I don't think they should have appointed
Bournemouth. No,
they've
I don't think they should
got
appoint David Moyes.
Moyes was not the right option for them.
They've got Man United Saturday.
Remember when he joined and he was literally like, they appointed me because I win
9th.
matches, and then he lost
Wolves,
like 3
Leicester on the
12th.
Wolves will do him in. Now that's tight. That's tight for West Ham or Bournemouth to go down. That's very tight.
Well, I personally feel that Villa will stay.
Who will Villa?
I reckon
Villa
a win for Villa. So let's just say this coming set of fixtures, Bournemouth and West Ham and Watford all lose, and then Villa win.
Villa win in that space. Liverpool and Man U.
Villa have got quite hard games.
Right, yeah.
All
Villa
these
win
teams
one
in the relegation
game,
battle are all very big.
Yeah. If Villa win one game, they go at 29 points. That means that then it's Bournemouth. It goes Norwich, Bournemouth, West Ham, Watford, Villa. So one win for any of them teams from 19th to 15th will make a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norwich are basically gone. Let's be real. They're not gonna.
Norwich. Norwich can't clamber out of that now. No.
Thing is, they beat Man City. They had a very good start with Timo Pukki, but now, you know.
Who did Norwich have their win against? Leicester. 1-0 Leicester. That was back in February.
I mean, you know, it's not been a good week when my dream team gets 30 points. That is absolute.
I haven't checked my mind on that in ages, mind you, though. So
Pukki got 2 for me. El Ghazi got 5. He was on the bench. The best player in my week was Zaha and Mane. Oh no, Mane got double points. So Zaha, who got 6. Why on earth have I got grit with Pukki's being subbed out? I'm getting.
Let me have a look at mine. I need to update.
I haven't checked mine in ages.
6.5 mil replace. Yeah, you can get out there.
I haven't checked mine since like October. I don't think. So what are we looking at?
Danny Ings, underrated. My very, very underrated player. I think he should be going to the Euros.
I'm
sure.
His finish.
He is doing well. He is doing well at the moment. To be fair.
Finish against, was it Norwich? It was Norwich, wasn't it? Yeah, his finish against Norwich for the first goal was superb. Southampton's next fixtures are what? Let's have a little look at them. Because I do think that they have had a good season. They've got Watford. That'll probably be an easy win for them. I think Danny Ings is very underrated.
I got 73 points this week.
73.
Yeah, and I've still got De Bruyne to play his match tonight.
He might start.
How on earth have you done that?
I got 6 for Leno, 7 for Arnold, 0 for Pereira, 6 for Holgate, 26 for 28 for De Bruyne because he's my captain. Because he ran right against Arsenal as he always does. 8 for Pepe, 2 for Fleck, 2 for Maddison, 4 for Aubameyang, 2 for Vardy, 8 for Jimenez.
Let's have a look. I got 38 on my latest game week, but I didn't change much. So
my team, I'll read you my team out. Right, Schmeichel, solid. You cannot go wrong with Peter Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah, I've got him, yeah.
Robertson, who didn't even play. I forgot he was injured, so that's why he got 0. I've got Maguire, believe it or not. Much as I complain about him.
Oh,
I have got him in the team. I've got Nathan Ake because I think again very underrated.
I've got him yet.
He's not English, is he? He's not English. Otherwise, I think
is he? Where is he?
I think he's Norwegian.
Pereira.
Yes, I think he probably is.
Where is
I've
he?
got Pereira, but he was injured.
I swear Pereira.
I also have Lundstrom, who got me 5 points.
I have Maddison. Maddison's haircut, right? Can we talk about players' haircuts?
That was a poor haircut.
It seems that 95% of them live with a barber.
Now, that was a dead trim that Maddison had.
he had like this sort of like a rainbow going across his
top knot going on, and it had
Yeah.
plaits and braids in it as well, and it was like, hang on a minute, hang on,
Pereira's
James.
Portuguese.
Him and Grealish have got two of the dodgiest haircuts in the league. Just saying. I hate Grealish. I think he's horrible, man.
Really? Oh, it was Grealish I'm talking about who had a dodgy trim. Now I think about it, it weren't Madison. It was Grealish I'm talking about. I get them.
Yeah, they both got dodgy trims.
Yeah, they have from Sevilla.
So just for me,
Grealish is a little cheat, I think, and Madison is a pussy as well. I think he goes down.
Grealish has been fouled more than anybody else this season.
I don't blame him. It's an annoying little bastard. I don't blame him.
But they are good footballers. You can't say that they're not.
He's a fiddly little midfielder.
No, because he gets slightly brushed and he falls to the floor
and he drops like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, but so does every footballer.
But they don't drop like Grealish does, though. No one drops like Grealish does. Like someone could flick him and he felt like he died.
He is
He's a snidey little player. Don't like him.
No, I have to agree with you there, Tom. I do not want him going to the Euros. Again, that's my opinion. Yeah, I feel like he will because I think he likes him. Southgate likes him, but I don't think he should. Who do you think should be going to the Euros, Tom?
Oh, God.
Any Coggeshall players?
Yeah, we'll stick a couple of players in there.
The whole Coggeshall team.
Joe Claridge, get him in there at left back.
No idea where that is, but cool.
He's brilliant footballer.
Definitely know who he is. Yeah.
But hang on, I think in terms of goalkeepers, his performance was poor the other day, I thought, but Dean Henderson should be definitely in there. But
then he let one. The save, the first goal, he should have saved that. No, I'm thinking about the wrong game. No, am I?
He had no. Who was it they played? Because they had a poor match, Sheffield.
Villa. No, they didn't play Villa.
Who?
They had another go. No, Newcastle. Right, Newcastle. He should have saved two of them goals.
Yes, he had a very poor game.
The first one, absolutely appalling defending.
Oh, that
absolutely
and he conceded to Joe Linton, and Joe Linton has scored 2 Premier League goals in it, or something like that.
That was like your defending, Tommy. Went through his legs, he fell over.
No, that's never happened to me.
He fell over, and then he gave a shot, and then Dean Henderson dived the wrong way, and it went through his legs again. That was rubbish. Okay, let's move on to that then. England's number one. You've got the Pickford.
Pickford is horrendously overrated.
I really don't like Pickford.
I think he is useless.
I think not only is he a poor goalkeeper, but he's a nasty bloke as well.
Yeah, he's not a nice man. He's a horrible bloke.
Yeah, definitely.
So Pickford, Henderson, Heaton, Tom Heaton, Burnley keeper.
He's all right.
Pope.
He'll fit for next year. Nick Pope, another keeper.
You've got Jack Butland, who's now playing in the Championship.
Jack Butland in the Championship.
He won't be getting anywhere.
I do think, though, that he's underrated. I think he's a very good keeper.
Yeah, I don't think he should be at a Championship club, personally.
No,
Fraser Forster, however you say his name.
Oh, yeah. Is he getting a bit on now, though?
He is getting on, but if I'm not being funny, I'd rather take him than Pickford.
So would I, but I don't think.
I think you're forgetting about the best keeper in the world.
Who's this?
Joe Hart.
No.
I don't think someone that old would fit Southgate's system. I think he's very inclined to bring youth players in to his system.
Imagine being someone like Brazil when you've got Alisson and Edison as your two best keepers.
Oh my God.
Or Germany. You've got what?
Ter Stegen, Neuer, Leno.
Neuer.
Or us with England with right backs. Walker, Trent,
Walker,
AWB,
Walker Peters.
Oh God.
Is that his name?
If you don't know his name, then he ain't that important.
No,
I mean, I don't know why.
Wan-Bissaka. Is it Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah, AWB.
Man United
does seem to like bloody Trippier, doesn't he?
Yeah. We've got Trippier as well.
He's at Atletico now, isn't he, Trippier?
Yeah.
He did go to Atletico, didn't he? Yeah. Anywhere but Spurs, in my opinion.
Who's your left back?
All of them trying to get out there as soon as they can.
Chilwell.
A left back.
I think he's got to be
Chilwell. It's got to be Chilwell. Or Bukayo Saka.
Oh, yeah. Whack him in there. I reckon he could be in contention for the Euros.
He would, if he keeps it up, he will definitely be in contention for the Euros. 100%.
Magnificent. Bukayo Saka is a magnificent footballer. I don't care.
He's going to be one of the best.
You might call me a delusional Arsenal fan, but he is amazing.
No. Even if you talk to like rival fans at the moment, he is amazing.
Who's that bloke, Williams, the Man U left back everyone bangs on about?
Who's that
I think he's rubbish compared to Saka. To even compare him to Saka is offensive because he's a poor.
And Saka's not even a left back. He's a left back, right wing, left wing, centre mid cam. That's what
exactly. He can do whatever. I'd stick him in goal and trust him.
Stick him in goal over De Gea.
Yeah, well, I think he'd do a better job than De Gea in goal.
To be honest, you might do.
Who said that it's Romero, their second keeper? I personally, if I was gonna Solskjaer, if you say his name, I would personally. I don't know how you say it. Yeah, I don't care. I've got all the cares I've got in the world. The pronunciation of his name is not one of them. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
I have to agree with that. As well.
And whoever you say, I do think if I was him, however you say it, right, I would have Romero. I'd put him in. Who is Man United's next game? We've probably said this already. I just can't remember.
They have got. Hang on, let's have a look. I think it might be Sheffield.
I've got Sheffield Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Right.
Yeah.
Personally, against Sheffield,
They're not going to win that.
Draw.
I reckon. I reckon it's going to be a draw.
Squads. Right, let's have a look at Man United's squad. You have got keepers.
I still don't think Kepa should be starting.
De Gea, Lee Grant, Romero, and Matej Kovar.
I would start Lee Grant.
Who? No, Grant's about 56, isn't he? Or 37.
Yeah, I'll start him over De Gea.
37, close. Romero's 33, and then Matej Kovar is 20. No idea who he is, but
he's a 50th choice goalkeeper, by the sound of it.
We
still ain't touched on Chelsea Villa, Villa Chelsea, or Everton Liverpool and Merseyside derby, and we are 35 minutes into the podcast.
Right, let's quickly do that then.
Right, Everton, Villa Chelsea was rubbish.
That was a poor game, and I think that Chelsea were lucky to get that back as well.
Yeah, I agree. So let's move on to Merseyside derby, which was also a load of crap.
That was the most boring game of football I think I've ever watched.
There you go. That's the end of the podcast.
Tragic.
Thanks for watching.
And
see you later.
Did you?
George, we're actually stopping, mate.
Keep going.
George, we're not actually stopping.
Oh my
keep
God.
going.
I thought you two were going to stop.
No. Carry on, George. Go on.
Right. Did you see that Everton Liverpool is the most viewed football game in the UK ever? 5.5 million people that got watching it, and it was the most boring game of football I've ever watched.
Yeah, they probably watched for about 5 minutes and turned it off.
The most exciting part of that game was Mike Dean's beard.
Yeah, I went to me and I said, "Has he got a beard now?" That's mental.
It's lovely beard.
I thought Liverpool were took too many touches in the box, passed around too much in the box. A bit that annoyed me,
right, as a follower of Liverpool, okay, why on earth, when Matip gets injured, would you bring on Dejan Lovren?
Exactly.
He is as much as a donkey.
Who did you go from the bench?
As the other lot.
You put Gomez on, didn't you?
Gomez on. But what I would do, if Matip gets injured, you've got Fabinho, who is a fantastic player. Very underrated player, Fabinho. Drop him into centre-back.
And you could put
Chamberlain, who was on the
Chamberlain.
right. Chamberlain was on the right. Bring him into the midfield. Salah was on the bench. Bloody put him up top.
Now, from what I understand, he was injured slightly.
Yeah,
Salah.
He wanted to be
Still,
used
I would have put him on
emergency.
over Origi. I don't think Everton is the sort of team that Origi can get goals against.
No, because he is. Because you remember he got that goal against them at Anfield a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but that was the luckiest goal ever.
But they hate him. That's the thing. That's why they put him in, because they hate him. Because he got one against.
He
got a couple
against.
against.
And the problem with Origi is that
Origi.
The
problem with Origi is that he's vastly underestimated as a footballer, and he can get some lovely little shots off. He can get
against
space.
Last time out, we beat them 5-2, and I think Origi scored at least a couple in that. I think against Barcelona when we had no Firmino, we had no Salah.
Yeah,
Origi stepped up to the plate again there. I think he's underrated. I think a lot of the
I thought Minamino was poor. He didn't get up to much.
Oh, he is useless.
Why you signed him? I'm not too sure.
No, I don't have a clue. Why? When we could have focused on Timo Werner and said we give him to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Now they've got Timo Werner. Mane still hasn't signed his contract extension, which runs out in 2022 or something, because he knows Real Madrid or someone are going to come calling for him.
Yeah.
Salah and Firmino. I think Firmino's overrated. I don't personally like him. I just think he's
decent, but I'm not sure that the way Liverpool are playing now fits his system personally.
No, he's made to look good by the other two, Salah and Mane. He makes him look good.
Well, you talking about Firmino?
Yeah.
He hasn't even had a goal at home this season, has he?
Nice of you to pay attention, George.
Roberto Firmino. This season, let's have a look at his stats.
He's had 8 away goals, 0 home goals.
because he's useless. 8 for a centre forward to get 8 goals in a season.
Yeah, he has had 8. He has scored 0.27 goals per match, 2-headed goals, 3 with the right, 3 with the left. He's had 88 shots and scored 8 goals. That is not very good, in my opinion.
Yeah, true. Lads, I think it's about time to wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up now. All right,
wrap it up. Tom, can you do your send off for us, Tom?
I hope you enjoyed the lovely little Premier League roundup. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed us chatting bullocks about footballers, football teams.
If it wasn't, we don't care. You like and subscribe anyway.
If you want to complain, you can send it. Second shelf on the left, up my backside. Right.
Trophy cabinet.
And if you didn't like it, bugger off. That'll do.
No need for you here, is there?
Thank you for joining me, fellas, for this.
One more thing, sorry, about the swearing, because swearing.
We'll get to that, Jack. Let me. Jack. I'll get to that.
Sorry.
Thank you for joining me, fellas. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for listening to us chat bullocks as we usually do. And I'd like to remind you that swearing is in fact for dickheads. We have not sworn in this episode, I don't believe. If we do, I will have bleeped it out. And keep smiling. You can't see me. I might have to put a graphic in of someone smiling or something like that. Anyway, thank you for listening, people. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all soon. Well, you'll hear me soon. You'll hear from us.
See you later.
All right, fellas, say your goodbyes and that. The audience is dead, apparently, so.
Cheers, Jack. See you later.
Cheers, Jeff.